Hi everyone, I'm back with a process video to show you how I put together week 40 in my Project Life album. I am primarily using the Ali Edwards Digital October Stories by the Month kit for this spread. I'm not sure how many of you subscribe to the digital kit, but I really love using digital elements to put together a Project Life spread, mainly because it gives you a ton of freedom and flexibility to modify um, the embellishments or the cards to fit the project that you're working on. For example, on that yellow mums card, that was a 4x6 card that came in the kit. It originally had like a black or brown background, but I really liked the circles or kind of the ovals that were on this card to provide some extra journaling. So instead of using the black background, I put that yellow mums picture in there and then was able to include some of those stories still on those circles, just short stories, and it was nice to be able to house those there. Now, when I'm using the digital kit, I primarily type out all of my journaling. It's just easier because I already have a lot of these things up in Photoshop. So it's just really quick and easy to just add the type journaling. Normally, I really like to include my handwriting, and so I ended up printing off that memory 1, 2, 3 card, which is originally a 4x6 card, down to 3x4, and included a little bit of my handwriting there. So here I am. I'm going to stamp the title of a Netflix show my partner and I have been watching all week called Unbelievable. So I commonly go back to this stamp set. This was actually a stamp set that was included in the Type Story Kit, and this might be one of my most utilized alphas. I just always come back to it. I like the font, and it's just the perfect size. And so in the October physical Stories by the Month kit, I got the, October details. And so I decided to stamp Unbelievable next to watching. And then because I already had everything out and I wanted to include that alpha on another card, I ended up just stamping right away PSL on that photo there because, of course, it's pumpkin spice latte season. And you'll notice there that season was one of the, and it's kind of hard to see the white on the white background, but season was one of the stamps included in the digital kit. And so you'll notice that I cut out a few different things with my silhouette just to give it a little extra dimension. And so you notice that on the left hand side, on my photo with all my fall decorations, I printed out on my silhouette, Adore This Season. And I think it just gives the spread a little bit more dimension, especially since I'm working with so many of the digital elements. By the way, if you haven't seen Unbelievable, I highly recommend this series. It's on Netflix. It was unfortunately inspired by a true story about a serial rapist where he had numerous victims, one of which who wasn't believed by law enforcement when she came forward to report. And so I just think it tells a really important story um, about this topic and about the importance of law enforcement's response to survivors and how our criminal justice system sometimes fails survivors. And my partner and I joke that I probably shouldn't be watching shows about sexual assault on my off time because that is my full time job, but I felt like it was important for me to watch this, and I also wanted to document it in my album. So you saw that I got out my Posca white pen and added a border to that photo where I stamped highs and lows. I also added a border on the left hand side. I just like it when things kind of mirror each other. So on the title card, I also drew a border on there. This piece I actually saved from the packaging on one of my skincare products. It says more self love, more peptides. And I just really liked that. I saved that. I think it's a good reminder that you can save things that you come across in your day to day life and, put those in your album. I'm going through just kind of pulling out some different chipboard. I add some stars to a couple of things. I kind of use the triangle technique where I do one on the top, the bottom on the left-hand side, and then another one on the right. Again, it's just kind of a visual thing that I like. But once things start looking complete, I trim them down, slip them into the pocket. Again, I love using the digital kit to be able to put together Project Life spreads. Thanks for watching.